This is a Bronx tale. It's my story. What's up, Nomer? How you doing, baby?
I always wonder why you start every show singing. Do you think you have a great singing voice?
Well, you know what, Naomi? My mother, when I was 5 years old, told me I was a good singer. So yes, I continue to pursue it.
I do think you have fans somewhere out there that
no, listen,
think your voice is lovely.
Listen, when you have the caliber of guest as a Chazz Palminteri coming on the program, a Hollywood superstar, legendary Hollywood superstar.
Yes.
I've been singing the songs from Bronx Tale all day long. One of the great ones. This is a Bronx Tale. I actually auditioned, Naomi, for Chazz.
I'm so surprised you didn't get the part.
You know what? I auditioned for him. I have that clip that we're going to play for him, and we're going to go through it again. I want to know why I didn't get the part. He's going to let me know. We'll do it again. Not only that, but my grandmother is a huge fan of A Bronx Tale. She wanted to audition for Chazz today, so she sent me a clip of This is a Bronx Tale.
This is a family affair is what it is right now.
Yeah. You watched the movie yesterday. You're all ready to roll. Everybody's loading up here on a Monday, a very rare Monday 2 p.m. show for us. Suki, Phil, everybody on vacation.
Yep.
You went all week long. We have incredible shows this week. Are you ready to get this one started?
You know what? My roots are done. We're all good. You didn't even mention it, but that's
we got to talk about the roots.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm all ready for Chazz. I did it just for Chazz because I adore him. And I'm so excited to talk to him again because it was a long time ago that we actually talked. He won't remember it, but
we'll baby. We'll start it up. We'll bring him in on the other side. Here we go.
The Suki and Scott Show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling.
It's musical. It's magical.
Suki and Scott, the Seven of Hearts. Exactly.
What she said.
This is a sexy show.
Someone's getting some action.
Now, these larger-than-life personalities are on an exciting new journey as they bring you the Suki and Scott Show.
You guys nailed it. You're great. You ask great questions. You listen.
I answered you because I have respect for you guys, and it was a question respectfully put.
The Suki and Scott Show is your one-stop destination for humor.
You like De Niro and Cape Fear. Counselor!
Entertainment.
Jesse's girl.
Wonderful.
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
And optimism.
You guys have such amazing energy.
Ultraviolet light, it gets in there and it just fights the kung flu, is that right? Okay.
Let's laugh together.
We love him.
The Suki and Scott Show.
It never gets old, Naomi.
Oh,
never
man,
gets old.
Nice.
By the way, you noticed I'm wearing my Hero for Life shirt today.
Yeah, you look very handsome. Good color for you.
Of course, we've been talking about this all week. Phil's away. We've been working with our friends at heroforlife.us. Okay, and basically they have these great shirts, all this paraphernalia, which is all about supporting our vets. And the proceeds go to disabled vets.
Right.
So it's heroforlife.us. Let me pop it up for you. And we have a promo code USA1. So Naomi, if you go to heroforlife.us and you put in USA1 right off the bat, you save 20% off of all the shirts. They've got the hoodies, the t-shirts for men, for women. And the thing about these shirts are, a lot of times you can order stuff off the internet and it's crap. It's itchy. It tastes like it feels like it tastes like. Yeah, eat my shirt.
Please don't eat your shirt. That's another problem.
It feels like paper mache. These shirts are so soft and nice to wear. Form fitting. You could tell I've been working out.
Slightly, yeah. You're ripped.
And they're just fantastic. And Phil's been wearing them all over the place. And speaking of Phil. He's been off all week. Our main man, Phil, he's been roaming the country.
I know. I'm dying to meet him because I hear so much about him.
Phil's coming back soon. I know he's been on a couple times with Chazz, but he did send in his 48-second video to let us know where the heck he is right now.
Where is he today?
So let's see where Phil is, and then we're going to bring in Chazz Palminteri on the other side. Ladies, here's Phil for you because I know they inundate me with emails and texts.
To know, yes.
Here you go, Naomi. Take a look.
Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Suki and Scott, and everybody watching the Suki and Scott show. We're still traveling. Right now, we are at the Shasta Trinity National Forest, and we're checking out this beautiful river, and just wanted to share it with you guys.
Who's got it better than Phil?
Where is the Shasta Trinity National Forest is my question.
He and his wife been driving around the country. I don't know where the heck he is, but he, of course, wearing another beautiful vet shirt.
Yeah.
And you can get him at heroforlife.us. And again, proceeds go to disabled vets. You put in the code USA1, and immediately you get 20% off. You could buy, you know, for your husband, for your wife, your kids. They're really cool. And they've got just a plethora, Naomi. Plethora.
They can look like you with that shirt on it.
Yes, everybody instantly looks buff and you know,
and ripped, right?
Ripped. Yes, that's the word. That's the word I was looking for.
That's the word.
Listen,
enough about you. Enough
about me. Let's talk about Chazz Palminteri's coming up. Naomi, this guy, you know, he's done it all in the business, and you'd think he'd slow down, he'd stop, he'd retire, just relax, chill out. Chazz has his own podcast, a very popular podcast that's been going on for a little while. He's got 2 new restaurants, one in New York City, one in Westchester, amazing Italian food. And not only that, but I'm very excited about this because, as you know, he was doing his one-man show on you know, different stage shows in different parts of the country. And that's really where Robert De Niro actually saw him doing a Bronx Tale show.
Exactly, and that's how it all started.
That's how they got together. So I'm very excited. Chazz is going to tell us about his one-man show, which is coming back. Tickets are available. Here's a little bit from a couple of years ago, and then we'll bring Chazz in on the other side. Take a look.
Right on this spot here stood the man, Sonny. Sharkskin suit, diamond pinky ring. Sonny had 5 fingers, but he only used 3. There was a guy in his left and a guy in his right, Jimmy and Bobo, and they were his bodyguards. They looked like refrigerators with heads. Come here, Cologio. Get over here. You know, we got to do something about your name. Come here, kid. We got to do something about your name. It's a little too big. We got to cut it down, Cologio. I say we call you C. Yeah, C. C for Cologio, and a C note for C. Put this in your kick. Don't tell nobody where you got it. Go ahead. Come on.
Yes, indeed.
Classic. There he is. Welcome.
It's good to be here.
There's the man. Chazz, listen, Chazz, before we talk about anything, let me just say I'm so sorry about the Yankees. And what's going on with them this season. I know you probably had high hopes. You're one of the biggest Yankee fans out there, and you know they're crapping the bed so far, Chazz.
Yeah, it's been a rough season so far, you know. But we're not dead yet. So.
It could be worse. You could be a Red Sox fan.
No, God.
Oh, God forbid. That's mine.
Look,
my team.
All I can say is we're not dead yet. Until we're out of it, I keep. Oh, that's all.
Listen, hey, the Red Sox are in first place right now, aren't they?
Yeah, my son's actually going to the game today, so it should be interesting.
We needed games, you know. Well, you know what? I've seen us come back from 14 down, you know, many years ago in September. So I'm hanging in there.
Man, you look great. You've been what have you been doing over there? You just lots of projects, but
yeah, no, I've been working out a lot. Well, my one-man show's coming back now. If people want to see it, then go to chazzpalminteri.net, and my whole schedule is up there for this year and next year. I'll be at a city near you, so just check it out. It's really, it's the epitome of my career as a one-man show, because that's the thing that started it all.
Yes.
You know, I did a whole movie on stage by myself where I played 18 characters.
18 characters.
And
How
I
does
won.
one do that? How do you do that?
I can't explain it. You have to see it because it's hard to explain. I just go into all these different characters, and you know, I won all these awards, and that's what really made me a star. Robert De Niro saw it. Everybody knows the story. It's kind of like Hollywood legend. They offered me millions of dollars, but I said no because they didn't want me. They wanted to put a star on the role. And finally, Robert De Niro saw it. And he said, "You'd be great as Sonny, and you should write it because it's your life. I'll play your father, and I'll direct it." And, you know, like an angel from heaven, that's how it happened.
Man.
Yeah, no, it's amazing,
And
Chazz.
I watched it last night for the 100th time just because I knew I was going to be talking to you. And it just never gets old, and the writing is so good and the message is so good. And I can't say enough about it, but you have people who come up to you constantly and say, you know, they recite lines from it and
All the time, baby.
all the time.
You know, it's funny. I did almost 70 movies.
That's the one.
And they still talk about that one more than anyone else. I mean, Usual Suspects and Bullets Over Broadway, Analyze This. You know, a lot of those movies. But Bronx Tale, bam, forget it. That's the one they talk about. But not just here in America, everywhere. I just came back from Monte Carlo, and where I was very fortunate to receive an award at the film festival. And that's all they did was talk about Bronx Tale. In Japan, Bronx Tale is a huge hit.
Wow.
I was in Bahrain. They talked about it. You know what it is? It's the message of these archetype people that just say the saddest thing in life is wasted talent. Don't waste your time.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
You know, it's funny. I was talking to a young man and woman the other day, maybe in their early 30s. I think they just started dating and how they got together. And I said, "Did you guys ever see A Bronx Tale?" And of course, they were a little young. They really had no idea what I was talking about yet. And I said, "There's a scene in The Bronx Tale where Sonny tells Colangelo about, you know, if you let the girl in the car and as you walk around, she reaches over and opens up your car door. That's one of, you know, she could be one of the great ones."
The test.
The test. Yeah. So it's just, you know, stuff that you remember from the movie, and of course the great scene with the bikers in the bar. Now you can't leave.
Right.
I mean, everybody.
I hear that all the time when I get on a plane. As soon as they shut the plane door, the pilot gets on and goes, "Now you can't leave."
He knows you're on.
But you know what? The casting in that was incredible, and I'm sure you had to go through lots of folks. But can you tell the story about casting Eddie Mush? Because I mean, God rest his soul, he was my favorite, and he came up to the studio at WPLJ back in the day when you came up to promote the movie, and I'll never forget him. What a character! But there's a story behind the casting and of him especially.
Well, we couldn't find the character. We couldn't find somebody to play Eddie Mush. Don't forget, we were all using real guys. Bob didn't want any actors in the movie except me, him, and Joe Pesci. That was it. So we had to find somebody to play Eddie Mush. So we couldn't. Nobody could just get it right. So then one day, Bob and I are sitting down having lunch, and he says, "You know, where's the real Eddie Mush?" I said, "Well, Bob, he's got to be in his 60s now, late 60s. He's probably," I said, "if he's anywhere, he's by the bookmaker in the neighborhood." Goes, "Well, let's take a ride up there." We actually take a ride. We get a car. We take a ride up to the Bronx, and right in front of the bookmaker candy store, there's Eddie Mush.
Oh boy.
So I go, "Bob," I go, "sit in the car. Don't get out." Obviously I wasn't famous yet, so I got out of the car. So I walk over to Mush, and I said, "Hey, Mush." He goes, "Hey, C, how you doing?" He goes, "I hear they're making a movie about your life." I said, Yeah. He goes, I go, "Eddie, I want you to meet Robert De Niro. He's in the car." He goes, "What?" Get out of here. He goes, "Bullshit." Okay.
You can, Chazz.
Okay.
Yes.
He goes, "Bullshit." He goes, "I'm not walking over to no car. I owe too many people money." So he was afraid. He thought it was a hit.
Oh.
I said, "Eddie, he's in the car. Come over." So he walks over to the car. He taps on the window. The window goes down, and Robert De Niro goes, and he looks at Bob, and he goes, "Holy shit, it is you." He goes, "How you doing, Bob?" Just like that. And he goes, "Listen," and he goes, "Eddie, I'm doing this movie. I'm sure Chazz told you. I want you to come down on Monday to read some lines for me, Could you come down at 12 o'clock? Now, Scott, this is Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro's telling you to come at 12.
Yeah.
Nothing's more important than that, right?
Right.
He goes like this. He goes, 12. He goes, he looks at his watch. He goes, 12. Could I come at 3? So Bob looks at me like, can you believe this?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, don't worry, come at 3 o'clock. He goes, Eddie, I just got to ask you, but what's so important at 12 o'clock, right? He goes, Bob, come on, the Daily Double, that aqueduct.
Honestly, he was perfect for the part, right?
It's him. So we leave, and Bob looks at me and goes, come on, that's the guy. We got to hire him.
Oh, for sure.
And that's how we got the part.
That was his audition right there.
That was awesome. But the little boy, the kid who played the little boy, he was amazing. He was
Was it Lilo Brancato we're talking about?
Well, we're talking about Francis Capra. We're talking about the little one or the other?
The little one. I love both, but the
one.
little one truly was a great fun.
That kid was an anomaly. He was an aberration. I don't know.
Yeah.
He just walked in the door and he said, yeah, how you doing? Hey. He goes, yeah, how you doing, Bob? Hey, how you doing? So we look at him, we go, okay, you're going to read with Chazz and Bob is going to watch. He goes, yeah, okay. So we said, do you have the script? He goes, no, I got it. Just like that.
Wow.
He goes, you want me to cry or not? I swear to God. We said, no, do what you want. He goes, okay.
Yeah, he was a natural.
I did the scene with him. All of a sudden he goes, Mommy, Dad, the worker man said, I'm like, what the hell? 9 years. I mean, he was incredible. No one else even came close. When he walked in, that was it. He got the part right there. Yeah, that was
so fun.
Wow.
Chazz, before the show, we were talking about Naomi and I were talking about the scene. Obviously your funeral near the end, and it's got to be a little creepy to be laying in a coffin playing somebody who's dead. Now I found this picture up on the internet, so here you're not so dead. What was going on there? You guys having a little fun?
You look a little comfortable there. Yeah.
I kept falling asleep, and Bob used to have to punch me to wake me up. Because I was in the casket for 18 hours.
Oh, wow. My word.
I had to keep getting up to stretch my legs, because don't forget, I got to lay there while everybody comes in.
Right.
Gosh, that's incredible.
Incredible. And Bob, with all his realism, wanted me in the casket so they could react off me,
Oh, that's so
unbelievable.
funny.
I have to tell you that we have a mutual friend in Joe Barbara who played you. He's a dog. He loves, but he played you, obviously, Sonny, in the traveling Broadway show, and I saw him do the play in Naples. In Naples, it was.
Yeah, he plays great. He was great. It was great.
And it's still so that traveled for a while and it had great success. And now just you going to do the one-man show.
I'm still doing the one-man show, but the one-man show, but the Broadway show on the road is going back again.
Oh, it is good.
It is, yes. Yeah, we had to close because of COVID, but that's going back again.
Okay,
that's
great.
Chazz, you talk about, you do the show, and I know you realize how it affects people in certain ways, and people, watching with their own family members. I have a buddy of mine who he was the ring announcer at WWE, a friend of mine, a colleague of mine. When I'm still there. He's not. He's at AEW now, which is on TNT. He's the ring announcer there. And he, I had gotten him tickets to your show through your people, and your movie was so special to him and his father, who had passed away. Justin Roberts is the ring announcer. It's a friend of mine. And today he literally sent me this picture of meeting you backstage, and there he's holding up the picture of his father. I don't know if you remember that.
I do remember that.
Yeah, and
he held the picture up. I remember that.
Yes, and A Bronx Tale was very special for him and his father. So he sends me this picture today, and I thought it was because he saw the promo that you were coming on.
Whoa.
And he sent me the picture. He said, "Hey, bud, this was all because of you. Thanks again." It had just come up on his Facebook page. I said, "Oh, Chazz is coming up in 15, 20 minutes." He says, "What do you mean?" I said, I thought that's why you were sending me the picture." He said, "No, man, it came up." He said when he went to see the show, the minute the show opened, he started crying. That's how and just meeting you was just such a special time for him. So I said, you know what? I'm going to pop this up on the show. I'm sure Chazz would love to see it.
Yeah.
And I guess your folks who we got the tickets through set up to come say hello to you.
Yeah.
And I mean, this guy's he's met celebrities and stars all over the place. Meeting you was just an absolute joy for him because of what he had with his dad and the movie.
Right. Well, if he sent you that picture 15 minutes before I go on, you know what that means? That means his father's watching this right now.
Yeah.
And he's saying, I love you.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
it's crazy, right?
So sweet to say that. Yeah.
No, it's the truth. You know, I'm a big believer in that. That's his father talking to him right now.
Yeah, I guess it was on this day a couple of years ago when he came to see the show.
Wow.
But listen,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I want to get I want to talk about the restaurant.
Yeah.
Because now you have 2 locations, one in New York City, one in Westchester.
Yeah, my restaurant's my Chazz Palminteri's. It's on 30 West 46th Street. You know, tremendous Italian food. It has to be great because my name is on it, obviously.
Absolutely.
I always tell people that. And Chazz Palminteri's in White Plains.
Oh, look at that.
Which is phenomenal. And we have pizza there. We have great wood coal-fired pizza there. So both locations are 264 Main Street in White Plains. Really great Italian food. I'm very, very excited.
Are you a big chef kind of guy? Do you love to cook?
I could cook like 5 or 6 things really well. That's how I fool people.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one too. I think I do one thing well. That's about it. So you're ahead of me.
Really good.
What is your true specialty? So if I'm going to go to the restaurant, I'm going to order what?
Well, if you like seafood, I would get the Bronx tail. The Bronx tail is
cute.
That's obviously leg of lamb.
That's
rack of lamb.
Rack of lamb.
Rack of lamb. The Bronx tail it's in a brandy sauce with lobster, tails, mussels, clams. It's and spinach spaghetti. It's absolutely delicious.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
But our steaks are great too. We have like the best steaks, I think, in the city. So you got to come. It's really great because I told them, hey, if it ain't great, my friends are going to let me know.
You got any coffee cake on the menu or mush?
We thought about making some desserts like that. You know,
Yeah,
actually, if you go to Gino's Pastry on 187th and Belmont, he has a couple of cakes. He has the Chazz pastry. It's great. It's really good.
Nice to know. Okay.
So, Chazz, listen, a couple years ago when I was still at Pix 11, you came in to talk about what you had going on, and I said, hey, listen, I think I'd be great for your show, for your Broadway show, and you let me audition for you.
Yeah,
for a couple minutes. I want to take you back to that, and let me just show Naomi what that looked like. And
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Take a look. Chazz, I always wanted to audition for you because I thought that would be a great show for me. So I figure, while I got you here, can I give you a little of the vocals?
I'm going to give you a serious look right now.
Let me see if I can remember. All right.
Okay.
This is a Bronx tale. This is my story. It's 3 a.m., the Bronx, New York. I'm on 187th and Belmont Avenue. This is my neighborhood. I could hear millions of voices running around my head. I could still hear millions of stories. This is a Bronx tale. Come on,
you know what?
Understudy, nothing?
Out of 1 to 10?
Go ahead.
I'm going to give you a solid 1.
That's it?
No, I'm only kidding.
Come on.
I'm going to give you a solid 5.
A 5?
A 5.
I'll work on it.
My goodness. What was more intriguing is watching your face, Chazz. Look at Scott. I just looked at you.
Well, because you got to put a straight face on because the person's really trying, and I'm going, okay.
Yeah. So you dashed his hopes of ever being an actor or singer. So.
Well, you just, especially a Broadway musical, you just don't jump on the stage. You got to train for a long time.
You got to train. You got to train, Naomi. I thought I could just jump on it.
Yeah,
now, here's the thing. When my grandmother saw that, she was very, very excited, and she was also a little ticked off because she thought she was better than I would be. So she knew Chazz was coming on today, and she thought this is her shot to do that same clip for Chazz and get his opinion of maybe she can have a shot when the show comes back when COVID's all done. So she sent me this quick clip. Just I had to be respectful. I couldn't turn her down. Take a look. This is Grandma Stanford, and God help us all. But here she is.
It's 3 a.m. here in the Bronx, New York. I'm on the corner of 187th and Belmont Avenue. This was my neighborhood. I can still hear a million voices in my head, hear a million stories. This is a Bronx tale. It's my story. The world I lived in, the people I knew. It's just a Bronx tale, and like they all do, it starts right here on Belmont Avenue, of course. Where else?
Not bad, right?
He's slightly better than you, I think. Yeah.
She's in. I'm signing her.
Oh, God bless you for sitting through all of that. We appreciate that.
That was fun.
I had a serious question because I wanted to ask you about the fact that you are so committed to talking to kids about making good choices. And you go around to lots of places. And I know recently you went to a high school, and I think it was in New Jersey, and probably one of many. What prompts you to do that, and what's behind all that?
Well, I mean, that's why I have my, that's why I have my podcast, and I tell people to go to my show, Chazz Palminteri show. And because I talk about wasted talent, and I talk to I bring guests on. I had Billy Joel on, I had Alan Menken on, I had some great guests on. But I like to get down and dirty, I like to get down there. I like to go to the Bronx and go to the high schools and talk to the kids directly sometimes, face to face. I like to go to the juvenile prisons. I go there sometimes. The juvenile prisons. I like to catch them, before it's too late. They're like 14, 15, 16, because they could turn their life around. And if I can catch them in the elementary school, 7, 8, 7th grade, 8th grade, because my mother and father loved me so much that I never wanted to hurt them. So if you think about it, why are these kids doing these things? Why is an 11-year-old walking around with a gun? He has nobody who cares. His parents don't care.
Right.
Why is he walking around? You got to catch them when they're young. Where are his parents? I had great parents. So what I'm trying to do is, look, could you make it without great parents? Of course you can, but it's that much harder. Yeah. So I'm trying to be somebody who tells them, hey, I'm here because I care. I care. That's the only reason why I'm here. I'm not getting paid for this. We're doing no publicity for this. I'm here because I care. Because it's right there, right on your fingertips. You already have the talent. You already have a life. Your idea is not to blow it. And what you're doing now is you're blowing it. It's like dominoes. If you hit the wrong domino, it goes south.
Right.
But it's like you show up late for work. Then you get a fight with your boss. Then you're in a bad mood, you fight with your wife. Then you rush home because you're angry and you get into an accident. That's the way life is.
Yeah.
If you show up on time and you're in a good mood, life is different. It's all up to you. It's always your next choice that matters. Always. Always.
Right.
Amazing.
You're a good man. Do you ever hear back from any kids that say you made a difference?
I walk around with, I have these cards in my wallet, Naomi. I've been walking around with them for like 30 years. And every time somebody will stop me on the street and say, hey, man, I'm an actor. Could you give me some advice? And I go, yeah. And I talk to them. And I take out a card and I said, here, take this card. And on the card, it says the saddest thing in life is wasted talent.
Wasted talent.
And I signed this. I said, here. I said, but if I give you this card, you got to live up to it. Otherwise, don't take the card. And he says, I promise. So I give him the card. And I've been doing this for 30 years. Every so often, a few times a year, I'll have somebody come over to me and go, hey, man, Chazz, how you doing? I go, how you doing? He goes, hey, I'm on a soap right now. I go, you're on a soap opera? He goes, yeah. He goes, you remember you gave me this card 8 years ago? And I went,
oh my goodness.
I don't remember. And he goes, this helped me. I went, hey, man, that's great. And I hear that all the time.
That's awesome.
I love it. Chazz, listen, man, before you go, you've been in some of the, the greatest movies, Bullets Over Broadway, of course, Bronx Tale, Usual Suspects, Analyze This. You've been in a lot of movies. And before you go, I'm going to give you a quick Chazz Palminteri movie quiz before you leave.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 4 movies. I'm going to give you the synopsis of the movie, and you have to tell me what movie it was that you were in. These are all your movies.
Okay, just so you know, there's about 7 or 8 movies that I did that I never saw.
Okay, but listen, there's no excuses. Don't start making excuses, Chazz.
Yeah.
And Naomi is a Chazz movie aficionado. So whatever you don't know, she'll get it.
Okay.
All right. So for example, I'll give you the synopsis. Here's the first one. In a desert near Los Angeles, a beautiful woman named Allison Pond is found murdered.
Yeah, Mulholland Falls.
Nicely done, sir. You're 1 for 1. Who was in it? You had Nick Nolte in that one, huh?
Oh, I love him.
Nick Nolte, great actor. Michael Madsen, the late Chris Penn.
Yeah.
And myself, yes.
Michael Madsen, so great too. Here's the second one. A thriller about a murder plot hatched by a long-suffering wife and mistress of an autocratic schoolmaster. What movie was that?
Mary
Malik. You are correct.
Oh, he's hot. 2 for 2.
Nicely done. All right, 2 more to go for the car. Bags of loot and his daughter's love life confuse a gangster on the day he plans to go legit.
Oscar.
Look at you, baby.
Wow,
Nicely done. Little Sylvester Stallone action. All right, here's the last one. Here's the last one. A rebellious young police officer gets thrown in with a special police squad who are acting as vigilantes.
Say that one more time.
We got him on this one.
A rebellious young police officer gets thrown in with a special police squad who are acting as vigilante assassins.
One Tough Cop?
Not One Tough Cop. I'll give you another answer. If I give you the co-stars, would you know it, you think?
Was that with Stephen Baldwin?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I know the movie. I just can't remember the name.
Stephen Baldwin and Tia Carrera.
Yeah, Tia Carrera. I just can't remember the name of the movie.
What's that thing you get when you get injured? You get it leaves a
Scar City.
Ah, there you go.
That's an old one. Wow.
See, I can say I play charades with you now.
Listen,
right?
you didn't go 4 for 4, but you leave with some great parting gifts here today.
He's crazy.
I'll send you one of these fine HeroForLife.us shirts.
Yeah, I think anybody who's listening, they should take the time and buy one of those shirts right now.
Great, yeah, disabled vets. Disabled vets. Chad, listen, man, I love you to death. I love when you come on. Our audience loves when you come on. And continued success, my friend. The restaurant, the podcast.
Yes. Will I see you if I go in the restaurant? Will you be there?
Yeah, I'm there a lot. I go there once or twice a week, both of them. I'm always stopping by. Always.
I'll make sure I
do my meetings down there. You know, I always have my meetings like Wednesdays. I'm there a lot. You know, the weekends. Yeah, no, I'm really there. And listen, if you guys want to come and see my one-man show,
yes,
go to ChazzPalminteri.net.
Yep.
And if you see it, just get in contact with me and I'll hook you up.
I can't wait. I can't wait. And I just, keep on trucking because you're amazing and you're inspiring.
Is that show going to be in New York, in the city at all, or no?
Not in New York, no, because I was on Broadway for a long time.
Right.
Now I'm doing it all over the country.
Okay.
Not in New York, no, but all around New York. I'm at like on November 14th. I'll be in Huntington at the Paramount Theater.
Great. Okay.
This week I'm at Millville, New Jersey at the Lavoie Theater.
Oh, so you're already out. You're already doing it.
Oh yeah, I'm booked for this year and next year.
You got to come to Rhode Island. We have Federal Hill over here.
Federal Hill. I did my show in Providence once. It was fantastic.
Well, I want you to come back and do it so I can.
I will. I promise.
Okay.
I will.
Chazz, thank you, buddy. We love you, pal.
God bless.
God bless. Be well.
Thank you.
Bye. What a great guy.
I love him. I just love him. He is the nicest person.
He's the best guy. I love him.
He's got a lot going on, though, huh? Wow.
He's come on several times. One night, he actually came on to co-host with me. And we had some crazy magicians. It was really funny. But
he's very patient with all the craziness, especially.
Listen. You have to know who you could do stuff with.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Chazz is one of those guys that he'll make you feel good no matter what he thinks.
He's a good guy. Good guy. Loved it.
It was funny when he came in and he was. I'm like, Chazz, what do you mean? No, that was perfect. I'm like, let's do it. You didn't see the whole thing. Every time he started,
the face he made was hysterical.
Every time he started, that was like a 3-minute thing. And every time he started to talk, and I'm like, no, Chazz, don't give me your opinion yet. And I'd keep going, and I'd stop, and he'd, no, I'm not done yet. And I was just like the big, like I'm a pain in the ass, you know. So listen, that's it for today. That's all we had.
Yeah.
This will be added to another show. Wednesday at 11:30, we have the lead singer of Styx. Tomorrow night, we have a great show on Tuesday night with this 9-year-old or 11-year-old, I think she is, a young Russian girl who's in New York, who's like a musical savant, comedian. And Naomi, before we leave, I just wanted to show you this. I've been watching the Olympics a little bit, as most people are, and I'd hate to go into the Olympics with that last name right there.
Not the best
last name to have in the Olympics. Now, I don't know what team he's on. It looks like he's on the volleyball squad.
But you know what? I think it's pronounced Loser. So
I think Loser.
Yeah, I think it's Loser.
You think it's Loser? Come on, you're gonna tell me that's Loser.
That's Loser. You got it all wrong, Scott. That's a great name.
That's like from the Finland, and it's Loser.
I think it's Lozère.
Okay. You could be right. I may be wrong.
We'll have to get him on, whoever he is.
I need to get Mr. Loser.
Yeah.
So listen, we'll be back tomorrow night. And
it was nice seeing you.
What are you doing the rest of your day?
I'm going to go to the pool.
You going to the pool? You're gonna go relax?
Gonna go relax, chill out, maybe order one of those great t-shirts you got on, and
do it. What are you doing?
I gotta get my special promo code discount.
USA 1, get one for Bob and the boys. You should get 3 shirts right now. What are you, crazy? Listen, for folks who missed it at the beginning, I'm gonna leave you off with Where's Phil? Naomi, babe, I love you. We'll do it again tomorrow night.
Love you,
enjoy the rest of the day.
I'll see you next time.
Bye, babe.
Ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby. Yeah. Hey, Suki and Scott, and everybody watching the Suki and Scott show. We're still traveling. Right now we are at the Shasta Trinity National Forest, and we're checking out this beautiful river, and just wanted to share it with you.